but you're beginning to see it. Unprovoked, you're being shot at. You're being sprayed with bullets. Damn you. Shetima Yerima. And whatever his name, will bring the word to you, to your doorstep. They are bringing it. Meanwhile, you're talking about politics. Whose president you're going to be. Whose president are you going to be? They shoot. They shoot at people. Is this what they do in their area? No. It is on you. They have no respect for you. They shoot at you. They shoot at your children in your presence. In the presence of their mothers and fathers. No respect.
Hey, Jesus is Lord. Hey.
Yes, Jesus is Lord. I know. The only time I'm shaken, the only time you know that there's danger is when it affects you. When it's somebody else, you act like it doesn't concern you. You pass by. You watch. Our young man shamed me yesterday. Nnamdi Kanu give us order. And somebody assaulted your elderly man mercilessly. And there are thousands of young men at Opi Weka. None, not single person. There are many women, youths, young ladies, not one challenge them because they have gone. If you swamp on them, they can't do a shit. They can't do anything. I'm not excusing my language. When you start reacting, then they will know that there are things they can do and go scot-free, and there are things they cannot do. But you have given them blanket authority. Do what you like. We will not react. Our ESN chased them off the forest. Take your number and go. Up till today, most of you are still buying cows, eating. As I speak, most of you are still consuming cows. They are killing you. You consume their cows, they sleep with their cows, you consume it, they get angry at you and they kill you. And then you go and buy another cow to bid your lost one farewell. It seems like our stupidity is all over us, whatever we do. They leave the northeast. They leave the northwest where they have problem. All these troops they have, why are they not using them against ISWAP? It is a question I have been asking. And today I'm expecting the answer of the question I asked yesterday. Who are the elites? I asked that question yesterday and I said I want the answer today. Who are these elites that Devil Mehe is referring to? Devil Mehe. Who are these elites? The elites, we want to know who you are. That they will be killing your mother, you won't say anything. They will be killing your father, you won't say anything. They will be raping your daughter, you won't say anything. They will snatch your wife from you and rape her, you won't say anything. They will rape your grandmother, you won't say. Who are these elites? And what qualifies them as elites? Anybody that happened to enter the political arena he is an elite. Even him when he was engaged in thuggery. This is why they cannot determine which way to go. My broadcast is for the whole Nigerians, not just for Biafrans. What's happening in Biafra land is happening in Oduduwa land. It's happening in the Middle Belt. And you see how they demarcated their area of operation. They will do it in southwest. They will do it in Kogi, then they will do it in southeast. Biafra land in total, whether southeast or south, that rubbish. And they make you feel that you are protected, that you are safe. No, you're not safe. You're not. Don't buy that deceit they are producing to you. Don't buy it. We are in a bad mess. Not a big one. We are in a bad mess. If these media houses cannot question the assault on Chinwetarago, that tells you their stand. Biafra land is Biafra land and requires the flag of Biafra. Start hoisting them until they get tired removing them. That is your land. They show you green, white, green. A flag full of blood of Biafrans. Chike Alozie will be on the air today. 7 o'clock Biafra time. You will hear his message. Then after this message, you will understand how we have been sold. Like I said, is selling and buying. Look at Cape Town, South Africa. Cape Town, South Africa. Cape Town, South Africa. Handed a letter to President of South Africa requesting referendum. They want to be free. They don't want to be part of you. That is their right. But in your own case, you see people by right. All our politicians should have resigned by now. All the politicians from Biafra land, from Oduduwa land, from Middle Belt, they ought to have resigned by now. I don't know the appropriate means whereby you can show your dissatisfaction with the Fulani government. For the fact that all of you are in the same boat, you say something else, you do something otherwise. This is where the power of the people comes in force. Ambazonia stands tall today because they are ministers resign. They say, what are we doing here? We cannot be a part of the people that is killing my people. We cannot be a part of you. Your policies are against my people and you're killing them. Then why am I here making the same policy that is killing my people? They resigned. They are one. They identify themselves with the people. But in our own case, they isolated themselves from you. And they'll come and talk jargon. They'll give you Ndomi, vote for me. And the soldiers said they're shooting at innocent civilians. They have not issued a statement. Devil Mehe is not saying anything. The gorilla Uzodimba is not saying anything. Did you remember Ugwen? Did you remember when he went out and what do you call it? Exchange, whatever that their vicinity is, to go and use the bulldozer. The Fulanis chased him, chased the whole governor in his own state, chased him away. He ran and never came back. As we speak, he never came back there. But they can be able to sit down and conspire to get Mazi Nnamdi Kanu arrested, so that they can execute their political dream. And then why are people still sitting around listening to them? This is what confuses me. And this is why I say we are the problem. Identify your problem. Then you find how to solve it. If you cannot identify your problem, you can't solve it. The North, they know what they want. They strategized and they're achieving it. The South, we are too intelligent. We are too educated for our own good. And the Middle Belt joined. Once you make a policy from the South, they say the Fulanis will criticize it and everything will die down. By right, the West should have withdrawn their reps. The Biafrans, the same, and the Middle Belt, the same. Anything short of that, the Biafrans are kidding themselves. The Oduduwas are kidding themselves, and the Middle Beltans are kidding themselves. This nonsense can end just in 1 week. Boycott and denounce what you see and go home. The military around you is not your military. It's not Nigerian army. They told you that these Boko Haram members are repentant. They repented and therefore should be integrated into the army. They are the ones standing by your doorsteps. They are the ones manning the roads. They are the ones from the Sahel region. They are in the northern sector collecting taxes. But the army, they are in your villages. And you have our own people running around like fools. You want to be a presidential contender. Oh, I have done it before. I know how I did it. you got the support of Biafrans. You got quite a chunk of support from Biafrans. And the Fulanis got you down. After all, Jonathan, you weren't that clean. You did more to them than you did for us. We still supported you. Everybody is slapping the face of Biafrans. Even the Biafrans slap the faces of their fellow Biafrans. So why blame the person insulting your elders? And Boyle told you that your parents are useless. Now I understand. I keep saying it. Now I understand why he said it. People that will not care for the future of their children, but rather sell the future and pride of their children for their own selfish goal. Whether you're Igbo or not, I don't care. You will die. They will kill you. They will kill you. When you say you want to be free, when did it become a war? You say you want to separate yourself. Why is it a call for war? Why? They are fascinated with you. And the British know. And I always play it. I always played you this clip. Whatever they said is what they mean. It's what they do. And that is their policy. And they will continue to do it. Because you are the one.
One thing I've noticed, Premier, while I've been here, is that Northerners seem to have, I might almost call it, obsession about the Igbos. Could you perhaps explain that to me?
Well, the Igbos are more or less the type of people whose desire is mainly to dominate everybody. If they go to a village, to a town, they want to monopolize everything in that area. If you put them in a labor camp as a laborer, within a year they will try to emerge as headman of that camp, and so on. Well, in the past, our people were not alive to their responsibilities, because you can see from our northernization policy that in 1952, when I came here, there weren't 10 northerners in our civil service here.
Northernization policy. Northernization policy. That was speech by Bello in 1960, before the independence. Northernization policy. You see how it's affecting 1960. This is 2021. You are dealing with northernization policy. You saw your ex-boxer that made them proud. Today, he is useless. Northernization policy. You are a hard worker. You want to prevail, and they don't like it.
Then I try to have it northernized, and now all important posts are being held by northerners.
Is this policy?
all important posts since 1960, as we speak today, are being held by Northerners. When the hell do you think you are going to get one? If since 1960 you haven't held an important one, when are you going to get one? Now that they're everywhere. And to show you how determined he is, listen.
Civil service here. Then I tried to have it northernized, and now all important posts are being held by Northerners.
Is this policy of filling all key posts in the north solely with Northerners and not with other Nigerians a temporary or permanent one?
In actual fact, what it is a Northerner first. If you can't get a Northerner, then we take an expatriate like yourself on contract. If we can't, then we can employ another Nigerian, but on contract too. This is going to be permanent, I should say, as far as I can foresee.
It is going to be permanent, and it is permanent. As far as his eyes can see, that is what they're implementing. Are you still arguing about that? Are you still dreaming about that? What are your plans to counter that? None. Anybody that has planned, you do him in. Our leader said, wake up. They are coming with their worst of their plan. You say, catch him, so that we can be enlisted into presidential contention. As far as I can see. Listen to Bello.
It will be rather dangerous to see the number of boys who are now turning from all our learning institutions, coming out with having no work to do. I'm sure whichever government of the day might be, it will feel rather embarrassed, and it might even lead to bloodshed.
It has led to bloodshed. To make space for their own, they brought their brothers from the Sahel region to kill your sons, your daughters, rape them. And you here running around, you're wearing your holy cassock and surplice. The whole thing is that when you talk, they want to pitch you against your church. They want to pitch IPOB against the church. When you do anything, they say, you see, we told you IPOB is fighting the church. We are ahead of them. Oh, you see what we told you? We told you. Now they are fighting the church. But they went to conduct election in the church. The people will determine if they want the election or not IPOB. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu give us order. He has given you order. Who are stopping you from carrying out the order? Any day you look for me, you don't see me. Do the needful. We are still waiting. Release him. Let him go. I ask you, Cape Town want to secede from South Africa. They have turned in their letter of referendum. Caledonians did that. We ourselves will say we need a referendum. Then you're telling me it's indivisible. Why won't it be divisible when you're not one? You cannot see eye to eye. You rape people, you kill, you have no respect for anybody. And you say you're one. Our people, you are responsible for your fate. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has done his best. It's either we assail or we fail. Let the eagle soar. It's either we fly high or we crash. that game is over. You cannot continue to deceive yourself. Say you're playing politics. +1 484 767 0848. +1 484 767 0848. That is the call number. Live broadcast from Radio Biafra, USA. If you have an announcement to make, you call in and make it. I'm beginning to overload my phone with announcements that before I go back and remember it was there. It has occupied so much space. So our people, can you please tell me who these elites are? We want to know. We want to know. The elites. Who are they? Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Mazi, Dr. Alozie, good afternoon, sir.
Good morning from here.
Okay. My name are Okerekibo. I'm calling from my location.
That's fine. Go ahead.
Okay. Please don't be offended. I want to ask about Rabbi Charles. I will not be hearing from him.
I don't know about Rabbi Charles. Don't ask me about him. I don't know.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Good afternoon to you, sir.
Welcome.
How are you doing today, sir?
Fine, thank you.
Okay, I'm okay. I'm all right. Mazi, thank you once again for the doggedness, and like I always say, many of us are looking unto you for all these years that you're standing for your people. Just like Veterago also standing for Biafrans at his age. And then the cowardness of our people could not rescue their elder from these Fulani herdsmen in themselves as army, and the terrorists, Fulani Boko Haram, that they have integrated to the army to come to our land and destroy our land. I hear you are not saying something about what justice whatever said. It doesn't like. I don't know how long will things happen to us before we learn. They are sending troops to Biafra land, whereas in the north they're doing nothing there. And when this army come, they are all Boko Haram. They are going to come and kill our people, just like what they did to our elder Chiweterago. And our people are cowardly. That thing alone will cause a revolution. That thing alone will cause a revolution. The boy that they murdered in the cold blood by the army, passing on the road, shot dead, can cause a revolution. A woman that was raped in Enugu can cause a revolution. I wouldn't know why our people, their spirit is down, just like what you're saying this afternoon. For how long are we going to be treated like animals and cowards, just like the HAUSA call us cowards? The things that are doing to us, we are like cowards. And we know one of the reasons is because of the politicians. But it's time for we to remove this thing, saying they are just 0.003%. Why are we going to let these people decide our future and the future of our unborn generation? It's not going to work. You mentioned South Africa. South Africa, a city is asking for a referendum. But a whole nation that have existed before most of these people are asking for a referendum. They say no, they want to kill us. The order has been given. Yes, Mazi, you said it all this afternoon. Our people should look into the clock and see what is ticking. There's no time anymore. Our leader is in the hand of our enemy. And if we don't do something, they will not release our leader. We need to do something for them to see that man is very, very important to us. They didn't arrest him or rendition him to Nigeria or kidnap him through the law, and they're keeping him against his will. And we are waiting for them to come to court and for them to do the right thing, to bring him to court and do the right thing. I'm not sure that is Nigeria listening to that. We can lock down Biafra land forever. They don't care. The only thing that concerns Nigeria is the oil and gas and so many other things that we can look into. Short. My brother.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
The call number is +1 484 767 0848. Go to your drawing board and plan. It is for you, not for them. They plan, they execute, they don't tell you. We must learn to get things done. Call your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mazi Alozie. May everyone bless you, people, Kadena. My name is Mazi Nnamdi. I'm calling from my location. Mazi, may God bless you. Mazi, see, there are Igbo adage that say, Mazi, in the insult of our elders, is our elders that first insult themselves to Fulanis. Yes, let me say this. Apart from IPOB Nnamdi Kanu, Igbos are good. Igbo simple. It may not have included me. Apart from Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi, Uroni Igbo, Petren Mana Umunian and a banking, Mana Umunian in the video, Mana Umunian in the job. No, my name will be elders from the people who may read Barakanaka, not Barakan, you see other one. Now, query. This from 1960 book I get you Naka get you a day one wine. Naka get our court, Manamani, Guru court of apart from Nnamdi Kanu. Apart from Nnamdi Kanu, even our brothers Igbo in diaspora, those in diaspora, some of them are a slave. In this struggle, because of business, let me go and know one person from outside country. If I speak well, he will send them money for me. So in Biafra, let me use Biafra and get what I want and relax in a Biafra. This is my set of Igbo peace, Igbo man there. Apart from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that tested, try and tested. Igbo simple. That's the problem. Apart from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, look at what happened in Opiweka. Mazi, we don't have youth except IPOP. What we have here, youth in now ticket 50 naira. When you have youth that collecting tickets, the 50 naira ticket along the road for government, you think that you have youth? You don't have youth. We don't have youth here. What we have here is aburos. People who speak in their hem, who speak we. People who doesn't know where their father married their mother. This is what we have here. We don't have apart from IPOP, we don't have youth in Biafra land. That's the simple truth. You say when they hear youth, we have to find why you have female pure water and you how why or another female you know you go ticket to 15 naira. That is youth we have here. That is what the politicians, Igbo politicians, Kawararu made the youth of Igbo. But we don't have youth here apart from IPOP. It's not IPOP. These people have killed us enough. These people have wiped us enough. My name when they are the Snahane Momenana. Metendaz Nahane Momenana. Hana and the pastor will be I'm telling you the truth. Ndafane more than and the pastor both open the pastors Reverend Father both if Master Obro did their hand up, did Anani book up or Kana go home. The same thing, the pastors
Mazi, this is English program, please.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Is it not native doctor? They have the native doctor in the life they are consulting. The same thing the pastors are doing is the same thing that some of native doctors are doing in Biafra land. We don't have youth. Youth apart from IPOB, the youth we have here is Oleta's youth. They have crippled the youth. The politicians have tried to cripple the youth that betray their brothers and sisters who are fighting for the future of their generation. That is what we have here. But I want to tell them, this time around, you see, this time around, the God of heaven and earth who created Biafra will swallow all of them. People don't know. Biafra is spirit. What happened in Obiwek yesterday? It's a spirit. Spirit that push Nigeria army to do that kind of rubbish thing. Look at the Nigeria army. They are claiming Nigeria army. We arrested the now Nigeria army can arrest an individual without a gun, just a uniform, a costume. Igbo, sorry, they have finished you people. Igbo, shame, Igbo, included me. Igbo, shame on you. But Igbo people in diaspora. Look, Igbo people, many cultural groups. We have Aki Kenga, Igbo Kulie, Igbo Amaka, Igbo Obi, all kinds of Afro-Name everywhere scattered. Igbo, shame on you. Mazi, God bless you.
Thank you. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
God bless you, sir.
Good morning from here. Go ahead.
Thank you for having me in your program tonight. Yes. I wanted to make a few announcements. God bless you, sir. God bless Biafrans wherever you are. I'm calling from Denmark. The National Connect of Denmark IPOB. So I want to make some announcement regarding our upcoming demonstration in Denmark. I want to bring to the knowledge of all men and women in Denmark and diaspora, wherever you are. We are inviting you on the 21st of October 2021. We will be starting our protest at Christiansborg, which is the seat of power of Denmark. And we will proceed from there to British Embassy. And from British Embassy, we are going to proceed to U.S. Embassy. So there we are going to show our grievances and our thoughts and prayers to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, have been under struggle rendition by the Guzu government, extradited from Kenya without a due process. So we are asking everyone that is in Denmark hearing me today to join us on 21st. Time of the protest will be 10 o'clock in the morning. We are at Christiansborg. Christiansborg is the seat of power of Denmark. So I want to thank our committee that have been running this program, and they have been doing a wonderful work, and they are still doing. We still need their work. I want to thank Igbo Union in Denmark, who have been supportive of what we are doing. We say thank you and kudos to your own administration, and we are saying thank you to Anambra Union, which are equally a member of this committee. They are equally working very hard. A committee of all Biafrans all over the world in Denmark and all over the world all over the world. We are asking you to join us on that day. We are thanking the chairman of Enugu, who have been supportive. We are saying thank you too to the Mazi, our brother that is in Abia State. They are doing great work. They are supporting and making sure that this program run very well and smoothly. We are thanking Imo, chairman of Imo. All of them are doing one thing or another, supporting and ready to the coming of Biafra. So that day we are going to showcase our grievances before the world, and we are demanding one thing: Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be released unconditionally. You have done no wrong, and we feel that we are one, and an attack in one of us is attacking all of us. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have done no ill and should be released. So we are saying to the governments of all over the world that this man have done no evil. He is a leader of a country called Biafrans. As of today, therefore, he must release him. They must release him. So, and thank you. And I'm asking Biafrans in Denmark to join us on that day. We are inviting both sons and daughters on that day. Everybody should come out. We want to showcase our grievances. As you come, the Lord will bless you. Thank you, Mazi Alozie, for giving me this time and opportunity to announce our protest. Thank you, and goodbye from here.
Thank you very much.
My name remains more here. Thank you.
Thank you. The call number is +1 484 0848. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. Call out your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, Mazi Alozie. Mazi Alozie, good evening, sir. Let me keep my phone for Mazi Alozie. Accept it. Mazi Alozie, the peace of the Creator of heaven and earth, the God that will bear his name, continue to dwell. His peace will continue to be with you. You will see Biafra. Not every Biafran is a Biafra. Biafra is all over the world. Not every human being that bears the name of Biafra is a Biafra. Our blood has been bastardized. That is why every Biafran must be careful. And those in IPOP, and those who listen to Radio Biafra, you are the most fortunate people on this planet Earth. See how the world is ending. Because those that are not close to IPOP or Radio Biafra are gone. If you are listening to Radio Biafra today, make sure you use your beak and write out this message. So that, see, Biafra, you use mirror to see yourself. We use this scripture to see who we are. That is why we are the people of the book. We are the ancients. And we worship the God of heaven and earth. No other God except him. Mazi Nnamdi, the director, the head of the director of state, we make a speech this evening, 7 p.m. Let every Biafran listen to him. Anything Mazi Nnamdi said we must do. Just every Biafran, if you want to be saved, just listen to him and obey. Even the governor of the Biafra, God is. You people must respect yourself after this message. Today, this minute, if you do this message down, make sure 7 p.m. you do your radio. And listen to Mazi Nnamdi. If you don't listen to him, that is your business. You see this land, Fulani, and then after this generation, Fulani will never in life forget. If any Fulani race remain on this planet Earth, after 25th, let every human, Mazi Nnamdi, you are my father. Mazi Nnamdi, somebody come to your house to kill my father. Mazi Nnamdi, you see Biafra. But Mazi Nnamdi, don't follow them to see me as another person, because you are bringing the kingdom of heaven on this earth. And you will see it, Mazi Nnamdi. They will understand who we are. Mazi Nnamdi, okay, money will catch. On a practice of the proportion of Abraham and Wutara. And the Deuteronomy chapter 5. Deuteronomy chapter 5, from verse 1 to end. So we are under the law. We are the people. Well, then they have said it all. That is fulfilling every pre-promise. And the people came and said, "Must you suffer, follow him." And they identifying you how you people are. You got a difference. You know, see 2 Kings chapter 6. From verse 1 to 8, and the same 2 Kings chapter 7, from verse 1 to 8, different. Personally, you people will eat your children, you see it, but make sure use their hand now. You know, this government, what it says, it does not bring our leader. Now, is that to defect? We will not display you. No human being. See, show them, not Fulani.
Thank you. Thank you, Mazi. Thank you, Mazi.
When I see Fulani, I want to talk to our heart. Hand by hand. I said that this is the time of Jesus Christ.
Thank you.
My name is Peter. I'm from our province of life. I'm calling from our province. Get the word.
Thank you, Kechuku. Thank you. Ndewo. Give other people a chance. Call out your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi, Dr. Alozie, I greet you.
Welcome.
Greeting to you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. My name is Hugo. And the Chukwu Kikabiama will continue to deal with the honest ones all over the world who are supporting the truth. As you see, the Zoological Republic called Nigeria, they has a plan. Let me not forget that important question you asked. Because somebody asked this same question, exactly the same question, to zoo journalists. And the zoo journalists continue to shout, "What do you mean? I mean, what do you mean? What do you mean? Until you cut that guy off. This is an important question. Who are these elites in our land? As I think I have a bit answer. The person that first gave us information about these people, and we think it is a joke, but we are seeing it is our leader, the most honest person of our own time, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the one that they zoo, and the same elite in our land, the gang up, they had a meeting and planned how to kidnap him. The only truth that people can allow to germinate in our land for us to see light. This elite in our land, they are Fulani seed. People can bear me witness of saying this. Go and check every one of them. They have the roots of Fulani father. They were fathered by Hausa Fulani. Let me put it that way. The example is the reason why they cannot allow you as a original Igbo man, you as a original Biafra man, to be in the corridor of the zoo power. Because they know that you have pity, you have what is called passion to protect your people. You will not allow your people to continue to lament as they are allowing us to shed tears every day. The only people that can fulfill this evil plan, which they have planted them by giving birth to them through our sisters who continue to deceive themselves and tell us that they have a child. All of them, they are Fulani seed. The example, when our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was lamenting that there is somebody who is in Imo State government house called Ukurausa that is fathered by Fulani, so many people think it is a joke. At the end, the truth came out. Check every one of them. Is it the ones that have been in power and left, like Alozie Okalo? I'll be the one in Enugu province. I'll be Devil Mark. Check all of them. You will see that they have roots. And the same thing will continue to go because they have a plan to take away this beloved land of Biafra. But Chukwu Kikabiama is telling them seriously that they can never succeed. These people are giving birth to Fulani seed in our land. Constantly is still going on. If you are listening to my voice, if you want to confirm this, if you go to Enugu province, there is their headquarters over there. It's called New Gariki. Gariki is not our tongue, it's not our name. They came all the way from Futajelo and rename our land and rename our place so as to own it. They have stayed more than 40-something years there. Go there, you will see our young sisters. In the name of prostitution, they are giving birth to Fulani seeds. Tomorrow, I am talking to all of you that is listening to my voice. So for that reason, anyone that is going against what the indigenous people of Biafra is doing at this time, anyone that is opening up his mouth and saying all manner of nonsense against the innocent man that was made himself available by the effort of Chukwu Kabiama to protect and save us from this wonderful mess that we are into, and you are saying nonsense against him, you are bringing cost to your generation. I will continue to say this because people refuse to learn. People refuse to listen to the voice of salvation. Mazi, you see the reason why I'm sounding this way? You see what happened to Chinwetelago yesterday? Or before yesterday, I don't know. But what I want to say is that our people, the reason why you see our people is filled up with fear is because of these same people that you ask question of. Who are the elites in our land? Because they are behind the Fulani jihadists that call themselves soldier. As you said, Nigerian soldier is nowhere to be found anymore. What is in our land is marauding soldier of the Fulani jihadists. Our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu chased them out of our farms. Now they have gone back to the barrack. They will put on their uniform to terrorize us. That is the reason why they launch Operation Gun Them Down. That thing they launched, the name is Operation Gun Them Down. They are here to kill us if you don't know. To intimidate us, 12 corners of our road. They are giving our people that is traveling punishments. Then the question, how long will we continue to watch this evil? How long will we continue to watch our people being killed, intimidation every day in our land, everybody should rise up. If you are behaving as if you are not a family member of this wonderful family, if you are saying that I'm not a Biafran, who is the next person to be killed? You don't know. Who is the next person to be molested? You don't know. That is the reason why. Stop listening to these people. These people that their house is seriously on fire and they are busy chasing rats. The question is, who are they? I have told you my own knowledge about them. They are not our brothers. That is the reason why they are allowing us to die in the hands of the strange. Stop us, strange. They are their brothers. Mazi, thank you so much. Chukwu will continue to be with you. Then our people, our leaders, the leadership of IPOB, may you remain strong, because we must continue to demand for the release of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who the zoo. And these people, this unknown elite in our land, who claim to be our leader, that gang up together and they hold him, they must allow him to go. Mazi, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. The call number is +1 484 767 0848 +1 484 767 0848. Emeka, you have called before, and I wanted the other people to have the chance to call in, unless you have something else to say. Yes. Yeah, go ahead.
Because they had it, sir.
Yeah, I said giving other people a chance to call.
Okay.
Yeah, give other people a chance to call. Tomorrow is another day. You're always calling every day, so try to shorten your remarks. We appreciate your contribution. Okay, that's not that. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Good morning, Alozie.
Good morning from here.
Thank you very much. Chukwu Emmanuel is my name. I greet you, Alozie. I greet you, Alozie.
Welcome. Go ahead.
You're a great man. I greet my leader, our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for a time like this. You ask a question: who is elite? The elite are APC, PDP, Nigeria Party, from governor to senators and House of Representatives. This group of people were selected by Fulani to destroy Nigeria. These people are not working for their people. Because if these people are working for their people, all the senators before now are supposed to be resigned. House of Representatives supposed to be resigned. Because there's nothing like in Nigeria again. What you have in Nigeria is Fulani government. Another elite is those people you call bishops and general overseer inside the church. Some of them are preaching to their people, not to listen to Radio Biafra. And some foolish of them are doing so. Not knowing they are slaves inside the church. That those people have sold them to Fulani, collecting money, changing private acre. Yes, doing all of money, making a lot of property on the earth, but not forgetting that when Jesus is on the earth, Jesus does not preach for money. Jesus preached freedom. Jesus worked all the day to break the chain of slave from people. But these people you saw now in Nigeria are looking for money and wealth. They don't care. That is why the Fulani are using them to make people, to keep people into bondage. Because these Fulani and British are working hand in hand. They know what they are doing. A lot of people are slaves, they don't know. If you are preaching Nigeria, you are a slave to Fulani. There's nothing like Nigeria. Then how do you think that a country or a place like that is going to move forward? When they are preaching is cow, the senators are cows, the House of Representatives are cows, the governors are cows. Governors who are supposed to protect their people are killing their people. And you say it's a country. What type of country? Nigeria is the worst thing that can happen on earth. Our leader said Nigeria is just like a cancer on the throat of Africa. If you watch that clip where our leader have interview with Pan-African TV, you will hear it. Our leader made it very, very clear that Nigeria is a cancer to the throat of Africa. Unless you cut it off, if not, black people will remain slaves forever. And it is correct. There's no argument. So what am I saying? Our people must understand that the Fulani and British want that place you call Nigeria to be the most useless place on earth. There will be no development. People are living in Nigeria, they cannot pay them salary. A salary of a human being in Nigeria, they are begging to pay them 30,000 naira, which is even almost less than $50 in US dollar. But Nigeria can go up to America to bribe some people to go to United Nations to support one Nigeria. Nigeria can pay Joseph Igokwe over $300,000 to go and say that destroyed his house. This is very clear. They paid Joseph Igokwe over $300,000 to claim that his house was destroyed. That is one Nigeria. But they cannot pay salary to workers. When you look at Nigeria, you feel ashamed.
Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you, Mazi Alozie.
Thank you.
I have a lot. But let me give other people a chance.
Thank you very much. Biafra. They play games on themselves, and we are very good at deceiving ourselves. That's what it is. We lie to ourselves. We don't tell the truth. The call number is +1484. Okay, I got the that's a different. What I'm responding to is somebody that sent me a text. I don't have a room for that now. It's irrelevant as far as I'm concerned. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning from here.
Yes, my name is Ifeanyi. I'm calling from my location. as I thank God for His wonderful mercy upon His children, that we are alive in the land of the living. Thank Him for the life He has given everybody, and asking Him to keep on guiding His children till the victory is assured. In the name of Chukwukabia. Man, I don't have much to say, but what I wanted to say, why I called this morning, is about our veteran Chiwetalago that they molested yesterday, Sanisha. Now I was reading the news somewhere. The news I saw where the Nigerian government, the Nigerian army, is denying about the beating they gave to Chiwetalago yesterday. But what surprised me is that the Nigerian Nigerian army spokesperson who signed on behalf of Nigerian army that spoke, he's an Igbo man. He's an Igbo man. I shed tears yesterday when I was reading this.
I have hammered.
An Igbo man. Somebody
I have hammered on that. That's what they do. They use Igbo people.
Somebody only Igbo, an Igbo man.
Yes.
An Igbo man.
Yes.
I was ashamed yesterday. An Igbo man. They want to wipe out the generations of Biafra now. What I'm saying is that the politicians in our land, they are the people that brought in these marauders, killers. They are the people that bring them in, and now as it is, none of them can stand up now and say, no, we don't want this army or these killers in our land again. They can't say it because they have no power. They have no power. They cannot say it. All the politicians in our land, you are not talking about the Ambazonians. The Ambazonians, they are politicians. They all resign from their offices. But our people, none, I say none of them has resigned from their offices. And now we are saying that we need our own Biafra. It's not Fulani that is killing us. It's not Fulani that is making everything hard in our country. It's our people, the politicians in our land, all of them, they connect together, bringing the military to kill our people. Mazi, thank you. That's what I want to say.
Thank you very much. It doesn't surprise me. I hammer on it every day. It is our people. Go to the UN, they use our people. Go to the World Trade, they use our people as a forefront to cage us. And they don't talk. When we make economic measures, we plan that. Everything is planned. Everything is planned. What you do, you don't leave your cards on the table for others to see it. We have matured enough now, we must start acting as people under siege. There are many things we can do. We'll start doing it. Call out your name and where you're calling from.
Dr. Alozie, good afternoon from here.
Good morning and welcome.
Okay, Doctor, please, I was not supposed to call, but you talk about the area of where I'm avenging. I'm calling from Afridi Sud in South Africa. So that's the reason why I just want to put my own input here. The place you're talking about is Cape Town, it's in Western Cape. And it's one of the 9 provinces in South Africa. And you know the funny thing there is that these people asking for a referendum there, the area is led by the area you're talking about is in this Western Cape. It's called Western Cape, and the people ruling there are white.
They are white people.
That is why you're not going to see. Yeah, they are white people.
Mm-hmm.
They're always in the country whenever they make anything like a census or anything, or people who perform well. That Western Cape normally take first. Both in tourism, sometimes in the world, they take the number one in the world, in the whole world. So you can see now, because of that, they wanted to isolate themselves from the blacks. If you can look why leader said that black people are not normal, black people got a problem. Even here, when black people make some toy called Maracana, the people working in the mine, it was their own black president, Jacob Zuma, who ordered the military or the police to shoot them. 13 of them died. 18 miners died. So that is to show you that white will always be on top all the time. They will be on the top. So they will get that referendum that they want because they are white. That is why they will get it. And coming to talk about our people, our people call governors or elite. They are not elite. I don't call them elite. What I call these people are, like one of our brothers said, prison warders. They are prison warders. The others, any other people are in prison, and they are the warders. They are the ones taking care of them. I call them fibroid. I call them udele. I call them opogu, which is the most dangerous of them, because opogu that you see is the only bird that can kill a snake. There is no other animal or any mammal that can kill snake easily. But this opogu, that is what is dog. People who don't know what I'm talking of, dog. That's the only thing that can kill a snake. So those are our governors are like them. The Kwikwi them, they are like them. That is what they are. They are not going to resign because they are sucking our blood. They are fibroid. They are eating their children. So that is where they eat from. So there is no way they can surround. They can resign even if they do anything. So and you flat all things. You said everything that they are beggars. They are leaders of beggars. So that is what they are. And secondly, what I want to say about the slave foods, you know, I would like, as DOS are talking today, own suggestion that they must give order so that they remove these slaves because they are our problem. These people, they are calling a lead that I myself will call Udene. I call them Obogu, that is dog. I call them fibroid because they eat their children. These ones are supposed to leave us in our city, so that because if they are seated, they are not going to live. These people have sworn to be eating our blood. They have sworn with their blood that they will be eating our blood. It's through our blood. We have begged them to leave our place so that we can know what to do for our children. Let them go to where they have bought their land, where they have bought houses, UK, America, all those areas. Let them leave us alone. So we just want our DOS to look into it. And secondly, since there anybody who wear Biafra flag or who wear Biafra clothes that look like, they wanted to arrest the person. Let all Biafrans that
we'll continue to wear our flags. We'll continue to put it on. That is who we are. Caller, your name and where you calling from. Caller, your name and where you calling from. Your call did not go through. I think your location has something to do with it. The call number is +1 484 767 0848. Live broadcast from Radio Biafra, USA. Caller, your name and where you calling from.
Hello, Mazi. Yeah, good afternoon.
Good morning from here.
Hello?
We are listening. Go ahead.
Hello, Mazi.
Caller, we are listening. Go ahead. I don't think your connection is good. We are hearing you, but you're not hearing us. So that's your connection. Next caller, your name and where you're calling from. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. That one is not coming on either. We must start from somewhere, and it will be a grand one. They have tried as much as they can after killing millions. They weren't satisfied. They want to kill more. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, good afternoon, Alozie.
Good morning from here.
Yeah, thank you for the wonderful work you are doing. My name is Shedrack, calling from my location. I want to thank all the Biafrans for their... Hello?
Yeah, we are listening to you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. I said I want to greet Biafrans for their resilience over what is happening in the Biafran land. So, what I want to urge Biafrans to do this time around is we should
Yeah, we have a connection issue. They come on and then they cut out. It's an interruption on the services we are receiving. It's not 100% guaranteed. The call number is +1 484-767-0848. From all you can see, IPOB is the only power we have in Biafra land, and the people believe in us, and we are not going to disappoint them. We are not going to. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, my brother, good afternoon.
Yes. Yeah.
I just lost contact. So I was saying something before my line got stopped up. What I was trying to say is this, I urge Biafrans to remain resolute. At the same time, I have been listening and watching Nigerian news, hoping that by this time the so-called elite is supposed to know what is good and what is bad. What am I trying to say? You know, right, and they call themselves to order and ask, what is the problem? What is that thing that the IPOB is agitating for? And see if there's a way they can call the IPOBs and sit down with them and know what their problem is all about. Everything cannot be solved by force. Every problem cannot be solved by force. There are problems you can solve with force. There are problems you can solve with negotiation. So on this case, I don't see them. I believe they are not sincere to address the issue of the IPOB. They are not sincere to address the issue of Biafra. So in this case, they are trying to escalate the problem the more. So I believe God will be our witness in what is going to happen in Biafra land, because they are trying to take the Biafra land on fire, and that fire will consume both them and other people. So let them continue playing games with Biafra guys. Thank you.
Thank you very much. But that point you raised is useless. It's useless because it is not today that we started asking for a referendum. Instead, why is our leader under arrest? Asking us what we want. We want referendum for the people to decide. Everybody wants to one Nigeria, then let's do it. If they say no, then let's go our separate ways. That's the way it is. So much pain has been inflicted on people that I can't see how we can sit down and say we can eat and marry after all the killings. I will not. Personally, I will not. When you insult people, when you rape women, kill them, and you say, I will sit with you and talk and we are one. Hell no. We are not. We are different. Caller, your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good morning from here. Go ahead.
Yeah.
We are listening to you.
Yeah, my name is Ikem Senachi. I'm calling from my location. Yeah, I do not have much to say, but I just want to say that unlike what happened yesterday at Okiweka, for me,
your line has cut off again. I think it's becoming pandemic. Call back and finish what you're saying. The call number is +1 484 0848. It will never happen again. When you say that and you enforce it, then they will learn. Let me give you a throwback. You remember one time in Onisha or somewhere in Anambra, when a crippled was beaten mercilessly by the soldiers because he was wearing army something. You remember? Our people saw it and walked by. Nobody said anything. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. Good morning from here. Go ahead.
I'm a first-time caller. Your program impressed me so much. But what I want to tell our people is they should not be afraid of the colonies in any form whatsoever. I'm listening to our head of service for years. What they're saying we should do with it. I have so many or some suggestions to make, but not enough. So I don't know if I inbox you.
Yeah, you can do that. You can inbox me on WhatsApp on this number, but I can't understand what you're saying. Inbox me on WhatsApp on this number. Thank you.
Okay, my dear.
Caller, your name and where you're calling from. Caller, turn off your radio. Your name and where you're calling from. Caller, yes, turn off your radio. Turn down your radio. You're on the air. Go ahead.
Hello?
Turn off your radio. We're hearing you. Go ahead. We are listening to you. Turn off your radio.
Yeah, my name is, I'm calling from
Turn off your radio.
Thank you.
Caller, can you please turn off your radio? I'm going to cut you off. You're not listening. Turn off your radio so that you can hear what I'm saying. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. Well, The call number is +1 484 767 0848. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
I call back Ikem Sunachi.
Yes, your line cut out. Go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. I had a network interrupt. So I hope I'm coming out today.
Yeah, we are listening. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, just like what I was saying yesterday, when I was watching what was happening at Opiweka, I actually thought the same. What are those young men doing around? But I came to understand, I recall back on what the adage of the Hebrews that says that Adi Abaka, Ejidi Fenataro. So I want to just believe on that adage so much that most of the youth actually have this heart of competition. So, but looking at the situation, that you cannot just go and after a man that is well armed without anything, you know. So that was what I thought of yesterday. Otherwise, people have this heart of competition because nobody is happy anymore. But I want to conclude by saying that what we need now is more of action. What we need now is to sit back and strategize on a better way to go on how to go about the whole mess that is going on right now. Because if people in the diaspora are expecting those at home to actually act, you know, most of us, we are just like helpless and looking at the very material, you find out that it's not really for the poor. And so what I'm trying to say is that the leadership of the IPOB should actually strategize, and then we have to be called. You understand what I'm talking about? And so when we are called, and then I believe there are still youth that have this heart. You understand? All youth are not cowards. But when we are strategize and then come up with certain things, you know, but expecting like when you come down to Nigeria, you see some of the northern governors will say to their youth, defend yourself. So my question I keep asking is, how can one defend himself when you have not even succeeded? Succeeded with one cup of curry here in the country. Very difficult situation. Then is it the material we're talking about that you can afford? Most cannot do it.
Let me respond to what you're saying. In the north, the soldiers do the same thing. What do? They chase them with bottles. They attack them. It's the determination, not how well you're armed. It is the spirit, is the determination. When your women are attacked, you attack them. Whatever you have, attack them. How many will they kill? Then when you get the gun, use it on them. These are what the Hausas are doing to the Fulanis. When they attack them, they don't wait till they get a gun. You've seen it played out several times. They dare not go to the north and start shooting people that didn't do anything. I think that is where we lag behind. Oh, because he's armed. How many of them? 4 of them. And all those men, you mean 20 against 4? How many will they shoot before you pounce on them? We can't continue beating ourselves that much. Sometimes it works against us. Call your name and where you're calling from. When you're law-abiding, they are making you a criminal. So you have no choice. Call your name and where you're calling from.
I'm calling from Iceland. This is one for the national coordinator in Iceland.
Go ahead, we are listening to you.
Can you hear me?
We are hearing you. Go ahead, we are listening to you. Mazi, it seems like your line is bad. Go ahead, we are listening.
Well, one thing we promised them that they cannot get away with all this, their bullshit, and then
your line is bad. Hang up and call back. Your line is not going through. Hang up and call back.
For the people, and then they have to understand this, and then if they refuse to understand it, that is their own cup of tea. So, fellow Biafrans, I want to encourage you to keep on the good job you are doing, and then be strong. And then also we pray for our leader. God will keep him and protect him for us. And that day, the 21 of this month, will not fail. They are going to bring him to court. They have no choice.
Your line is bad, Mazi. You can call back. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. Please turn down your radio. Your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi, good morning, sir.
Good morning from here, Romeo. Welcome. Go ahead, quick.
All right, Mazi, Elohim continue to bless you.
Bless you too.
To strengthen you. My leader, my savior, my everything. I decree upon your head this morning that no weapon fashioned against you shall prosper. No hand that the evil ones, the enemy of Biafra, that have planned that will come near where you are. You shall come out victoriously, and you shall come out with Biafran flag flying up higher. Then they will know how serious we are and what we are doing. They will know that this is the work of Elohim, not work of men. So shall it be upon your life and your family. And I decree upon every Biafra fighting assiduously for the restoration of Biafra. God Almighty will continue to protect each and every one of us, wherever place you are, home and abroad. So shall it be upon our lives. In the mighty name of Elohim, I pray. As something prompted me, I was just listening. You know, sometimes I like to listen and see the direction everybody's going to. Not every time we would like to come up on radio to speak, but we would like to listen every day to hear from our people. You see, there are certain excuses that people keep giving that whenever I hear it, my stomach runs, my stomach grumbles. You will see my stomach just going because it picks me up. As a young man, as a young girl, as a young boy, as a young woman out there, every time we keep hearing, we know the situation of them back home, we know the situation of them back home. Go to every single beer parlor. You will see these young men, young boys and girls drinking, everything. Stop habits. They keep eating. Where did they get that money from? They know that the situation they are in now is not something to write home about. That everybody needs to get prepared. We keep shouting, we keep talking, we keep saying everything. You get into this year, it goes up from the other ear. Sometimes the both ears are well locked. They don't hear nothing. Sometimes they will be asking you, what is going on? What is the same person that is there? You will call him and say, this is what is going on. You say, we are not seeing anything. No. He is not seeing anything, she is not seeing anything because it has not come to he or she. That same money you are using to put eyelash that want to pierce the next person close to you into two. You can use it to acquire little light weapon to protect yourself.
Every time they do it, we know how things are about clothes. But every fashion that goes on today, you go market and buy it. Every raining phone, you go into the market and buy it. Which money are you using to buy it? Some of the money you are using to buy all these iPhone 100, iPhone 200, you are buying. You buy light weapons for more than 10, 20 people. You are giving excuses. These same people, every training shoes, you see them, they are there. These same people, they are on Instagram every time looking for who to acknowledge, who to do this. So gossip, that is all what they are good in doing. They should stop giving all these dirty free excuses that there is no money for them to protect themselves. If you look around up here, there are 1,000,001 weapons that will disarm those soldiers. You fools everywhere. You know, because of your idiotic that are taking over your life, nobody wants to pay attention to their surroundings anymore. We did not go because we all are still young men. So we all know how we were all brought up. For God's sake, you put to stop fooling yourself and wake up for once. Not giving all these excuses and now back at you here at Aro. If I want to make that thing at Aro come back to you. It's just everywhere. Giving excuses all the time. But you cannot give excuse to go and buy clothes you wear in the market. You cannot give excuse to buy wristwatch of 10,000, wristwatch of 20,000, and start bouncing your back like tortoise. All of you every time keep giving excuse. If I wait until they see all of you, then you will wake up. You now know that thing that buys, that there's something they will use as safety. Don't dog buy. How do you take dogs? Don't cat buy. How do you take cats? All those dangerous animals that you come across sometimes, how do you chase them? You can chase these idiots them out and disarm them. All of them you are seeing them because of that uniform they are putting on. Many of them are just empty vessels walking, have no strength, and I bet you, we have seen them too many times, not smart making. All of you should wake up, both the boys and girls, and stop giving all these excuses. They send money for all of you. All what you people are really doing is buying all manner of high clothes and high shoes. Those that are struggling to send the money don't even have one. All of you are there giving excuses. Don't wake up until they kill all of you. As you keep giving excuses, we have done the best we can trying to sustain this trouble, and we will continue to sustain this trouble. And all of you to stop giving us excuses. Do your own, we will do our own part. Every time they excuse from right to left, from back to forward, no kind of excuse you will not give. They bring those things and give to you. You can't even use it because no sense. So you just to smoke, you go smoke Tramadol. Everything that is all what people are doing. Looking for who to poison and kill. The people who struggling to keep all of you alive, you are looking for ways to poison and kill. All those things that happened yesterday are talking later. Where all those men that always look for who to give attention, that look for who to poison and kill, where are they? Can't they poison all those do and say at all these ass soldiers that are working on our land of Biafra? Anywhere they step in, they will match artillery and die. Can't they do it? It's only to see their brother and their sister and their uncles and nephews to kill them. That is all what people are good in doing. Elohim, if not for the life of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, believe me, all of us is bye-bye. All of us now bye-bye. You too, wake up and stop giving all these excuses and prepare yourself. I know when I was in school, I did not wait for anybody to give me arm. You form one for yourself. All of you are idiots. I don't know why that's there. All these excuses are there. All of them don't die. Please believe it. Just fool yourself. Mazi, Elohim bless your best. Anytime you see them giving up the excuses, call them out. Let them die there. If they don't want to work up, leave it. Mazi, thank you, I beg.
Thank you very much. Thank you. That's the way it is. My brother, I can't buy that because there are many young men there that will sweep on 4 against 1. How many will you shoot? Then you rescue yourself. Every day you watch them pass by. Call out your name and where you're calling from. I think there are areas that are not connecting well. The foreign code in Africa is not connecting well. Either somewhere in the Middle East or from Africa is not making good connection. connection fails frequently. And when you look at it, the policy is clear. When people want to leave, they want lives better for them and their future. They work for it. But in our own case, we kill, we destroy. We have no sense of civilization in us, and you want us to be one. You want us to be one. Nobody can sit down and iron out the differences. No, just give them gun. They will give you gun. Make sure they don't survive. Make sure you decimate them, and you come and descend on your people. But see how diplomatic they are. Britain conducted referendum. They didn't have to ask for your permission. They know it's what's worth doing. They did it. But why is yours a crime? Cape Town just did one. They just handed one out. You're going to go fight them because they want to. They don't want to have anything to do with you because we don't reason. We work against ourselves. We kill against. We are just subhumans. When they say it, we get angry. We cannot plan what is good. Look at how Africa, look at the same African countries, look at them watching atrocities happen, but they are not doing anything. They are not saying anything. Caller, your name and where are you calling from? Good morning from here. Welcome.
Because I didn't talk to the last way it was not all.
The what?
Already is not talking at all.
That's fine. That's fine. It happens. We will figure out the problem and correct it. All right. Well done. Yes. We'll continue to do the same. Thank you very much. So look at what we're saying, and you know that it's not. Thank you. You know it's not a joke. When we point out issues for you, it's from our experience that we're pointing them out. Nothing more, nothing less. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. And I think this is South African area code. Caller, go ahead. Your name and where you're calling from. I'll give you a few seconds, see if it can clear. Well, 131 missed calls. That's how many calls that have dropped. So when you're called, you make your point real quick because some of them have bad connections. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. Europe is having bad connection too. I think this is London. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. Caller, your name and where you're calling from. That's strange. This is the most dropped calls I've ever had. Reconnecting. Yes, it failed. The call failed. So let me give it a few more seconds. See if that will work. Call number +1 484767 0848. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Hello, Mr. Mike. That's Mike calling from Lagos.
Welcome.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead. We are hearing you. Go ahead.
Yeah. What I'm suggesting is that there's no way freedom is not given. You have to fight for it. Because the word of God has made it clear that you must be serious and fight for it. Look at all the advanced nations in the world. Nobody gave them freedom. They fought for it and make it. We should be very, very serious and look forward. No, there's no way the superpowers will gather one day, except we do something serious. Something serious that will affect their interest. If nothing affects their interest, they will not listen to you. The world works on interest, not on...
The line is off. I don't know the droppings is so much. The call number is +1 484767 0848. The calls are so much that maybe it's crashing. I might think it's the same, but let me see. That came up and dropped. If it continues like this, I will cut off close it for the day. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Mazi, good afternoon from here.
Good morning. Welcome.
Thank you very much. To my big brother, I appreciate you, I appreciate Biafra, and I salute our leader. Mazi, our two father that called now, more especially the one that called before this one that spoke now, and our people, even after this war we are, he said go to beer parlor, you will see our people drinking, and still in that the same beer parlor they are killing our people. They are not listening. We established this Radio Biafra for you to listen. Fulanis are carrying their radio and anywhere they are going. And when we see them, we think they are stupid. They are listening to their people. So why can't we listen to our people? You go to beer parlor, you see the ladies, they put their eyelash like he said. The other one, the last one said freedom is not given, it's been taken. Why is our people not listening? Mazi, it is not all about IPOB now. Let me put it here. We could call IPOB, or you don't believe in IPOB. That the war of the genocide war of 1967 has not finished yet. It's still going on. What they are doing now, they want to use in a systematic way to be suppressing us so that we won't talk. Tell me how these people in our land, as he said earlier, who are these elite? They watch their own people being shot every day. They are watching the video. People are releasing it. They're being shot by this danger way. And they keep quiet as if nothing happened.
When we raise up, then we say, oh, the way we are going about it, the way we are going on. But you want your own children. But this need gender will in our land in the name of military. And you didn't say anything. There is war in our land. These people are the which why am I really I really forget about sorry for my language for the speaking, but I really about them billion guy one once and for all. Stand up, guys, let's fight this war once and for all. These people can never finish at all. Mazi, you know what they're doing now? What they're doing our people. If you have any car to Sienna, go and pack it down, because the Nigerian military now are using Sienna. When they come out, they shoot you. They shoot you. When they shoot you, they use the Sienna and drove away. You gotta say it's a non-government, but a non-government has killed somebody. But it's them. It's them. Some of them are using Sienna. Sienna, when they come out, they open fire to our people. And some idiots don't understand the handwriting on the wall. We say, oh, it's a non-government. No. The people that they kill their children that are angry knows the people they are pursuing. It's nothing to do with IPOB. The military that these people have been bringing in our land, plus NSAS people, they are angry. You are angry. But the people that kill their children are angry. And when they revolt, when they start doing something stupid, you don't call IPOB because you have killed a lot of youth. You have killed a lot of people. I'm not people that these people hate you. Nigeria hates you. Stand up against Nigeria. Let's bring this thing down. People, and I don't care. Tell me how these governors in our land, this country in our land, their own negotiation is to bring military to kill us. If they are white, if these people are our own people, because I don't believe they are our own people, why they didn't listen to that Naval man that came to China TV and tell the whole world there's some group of people who want to Nigeria to be Islamized? Why are they not listening to people like this? Somebody told you that he's an insider. Mark, I don't know if I'm coming out.
Yes, we are hearing you loud and clear. Go ahead.
Somebody told you that I am insider. I kill for Nigeria. I sleep for Nigeria. I do anything for Nigeria. They are an inside man. It's just like a spy. Told you everything they have done. But why is these politicians, politicians in our land, didn't listen? Do you think they didn't listen to that man? They know. But why these people are not taking this military to where they needed it? No. Have you seen any governors that came to meet you? Since you become a man, have you seen any governors, the northern governors, call a meeting that today they want to invite military to their honor? What these people, no, not trying to tell them, bring military and come and kill Igbo people. Won't do Igbo. And these people think by bringing military that we are going to succumb or we are going to run away in our own land. We are going to fight these people with our last blood. It doesn't matter. What we are telling our people is this. If you see where your brother is being married, what's up? You can't disarm this idiot to them. What? Our people, they do more. If their own brother steal granite, they burn it fire. What will happen with the bottom? So if you want somebody to revolt against those forces that yesterday, what do you mean that you will disarm them? Can you want people to put in here? Because it can actually be because in Europe, some of us are men here, like we can Europe here. But we are living in Europe here. We know why we are fighting. Because we are tired of being, even we are here, we are being discriminated. That is even worse. That is why we are fighting. So that we can live. Why are you allowing these people to be shooting us like a fly? Why? Why they are not shooting their own people in their land? Why are they not shooting their own people in their land like this? Why? Can't you understand that the war of 1967 haven't finished? Why must we keep quiet and watch these people be shooting us one by one? These people, let's be these people. Brother, we want people, you have done it before. I've held Nigeria for 3 years. We can do it again. This time around is going to be different. That's why I'm calling my Odidua brothers. Tell your brothers in the military that anyone they send in Biafra land to
to say, no, I'm not going. Elizabeth is the same thing. But if you are fighting the same cause, and you are one of those people who know that you have been marginalized in Nigeria, and you've been from those ethnic groups, and they send you to come and kill other ethnic groups, you are a coward. That's how I see it. Because after they kill us, they will kill you. What is happening in Middle Belt? When they were killing Agatu people. Don't you know that if they want to finish those people before they come to other ethnic groups, you are not exempt. Because Fulani, listen to Kule, listen to that bad man that told you that some group of Fulanis want Nigeria to be Islamized. If you are not listening to, if you don't want to understand what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will tell you, that man, is he an Igbo man? What they say that, okay, it's an Igbo man because he's doing that is saying no duty. He's a Yoruba man.
Thank you, Mazi.
He made it clear to the whole world.
Thank you.
Mazi. Now, also Temba will be going to where people revolt him from taking their land. Like he wants to go to place and be shooting around. That is what he wants to do with his military, to put fear there so that he can kill as much as he wants to kill and take them like this to Luga. But Mazi, indeed, you can stand up and say no to this.
Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you, Mazi.
Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, Mazi, Alozie, good morning. My name is Ejike. I'm calling from here, USA.
Welcome.
Thank you. Good morning here from here. First, thank you for the work you're doing. And also we keep a prayer for our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for God's wisdom and strength upon him. First, before I go through the comments I'm trying to make, I know I don't have much time, 2 minutes. There's a lot of things going on in our land, and it's very, it's
English. English, yeah.
A lot of things that was going on in our land, Biafra. And first, any person that was IPOB, just be in mind, you are a Biafra. There's something they call the indigenous people of Biafra. Once you are an Igbo, but anywhere in Biafran land, Ejo, Calabar, all those are Biafra land. You are a Biafra. I don't think whatever happened on the southeast is not going to happen anywhere else, because we are the stronghold of the Biafra, which is on the eastern region. That's the reason why they're bringing all these murderers and killers called security, a Nigerian army, whatever you call it, police, DSS. It's about 3 or 4 things that were called that make clearly on what the agenda is, and they're almost there, and we keep sleeping. I think last time I was on this program and I mentioned that we are at war, and like our leader said, now it's clearly that we are at war with the agents of them, which is the governors and the political leaders that we have. Those are agents of them to have us killed. So it's about the time we go, everybody should wake up. In Biafra land, we are not free. Why? Because our political leaders, the bunch of illiterate murderers and killers that do no left and right, and they're just there for the Photoshop and just name of governors. They are not educated. They didn't went to school. They don't know anything about the law. That's the reason why Fulani are using them as a slave, and they're pushing down on us. My suggestion is about the time that every individual of Biafra, every IBOB, once they say IBOB is the indigenous people of Biafra. You are a Biafra. Anybody from the southeast, you are a Biafran. From the south, you are a Biafran. Forget about this nonsense they say IPOB or whatever. Once you are an indigent, IPOB is the indigenous people of Biafra. You are a Biafra, and the Fulanis knows that. That is the reason why they are killing us. They're starting from the hardest one, which is they know that we are strongest. That's the reason why they're starting on us. It's about the time that we wake up. Look what they do to our veteran, which is the Nollywood star, Chimere Trago. These young terrorist people, these young Fulanis, these young Boko Haram, they brought over there with the military uniform. They be showing it all over on the news. And they've been saying it, they've been recruiting them to the military, police, DSS. And unfortunately, what happened in Owerri, a police officer shot a person that was calling a non-government, and later on they find that it's the DSS. That is the people. Who is the boss of the DSS? Is a former terrorist person. Who is the boss of all these military? All of them is the people that all over the Boko Haram in the north side. They're pushing them out to the southeast, and these idiots they call governor, and they're having us looking like a people they want to slaughter. It's about the time we said no for all this rubbish. And any military man that shows up with no badge of ID card to identify himself, tries to make an arrest with AK-47, it's your right to kill that idiot there because he's a fake military man. They do not have any right to arrest anybody in Biafran land. They are not into a military regime. We are not into a military regime where the military will come out and harassing people on the street. They do not have any right to be on the street. They should be on the barrack. That is where they are. There is no war in Biafra unless they already declared the war or not. And it's about the time this politician and the governor should wake up that the military does not belong on the street. They belong in the barrack. They do not have any right to go with AK-47 and harassing people. Those are Boko Haram. And whenever you see them come out with AK-47 harassing, you guys do not let them go. You guys should kill them there because those are killers. They're walking around with the military uniform and AK-47 with no identification of ID card. You guys should burn down the vehicle that was used to sponsor them in the southeast. Because those are Boko Haram. They're giving them army uniform and the AK-47 and patrol cars to go to southeast. They started doing underground killings. Brought them by the security. It's about the time we raise up.
Thank you, Mazi.
And say no for this impunity and the murderers and killers in Biafra land. Nobody should do it except the youth. You guys should rise up because I see what they do. They started shooting, looting guns, releasing bullets when they're arresting the chief minister, where they said they're not even a law enforcement to arrest in the first place.
Thank you very much.
But by the time we know our rights.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mazi.
This is where we'll be ending today's program. I will not take any more calls. Some of you make the calls, but it doesn't come through. So it's not of my own making. There are so many missed calls. So that's what it is. Tomorrow is Saturday. The women will be on the air tomorrow. Don't miss their program. I will be there too with the little time they allotted to me. They've taken over, so I'm not angry. That's life. I thank all of you. I hope you understand what we're saying. The people you are dealing with are not, they are Boko Haram. They gave them uniform. They are integrated into the army.